Like big ones.
Don't work anymore.
That's all ready to go. It's up to 5.
See you live.
So we're back live. This is game 24. Central Boys B against Northern A. 1 minute till start. Central B, number 2, Liam Marsh. 3, Marcel Milsom. Number 4, Tawani Takarangi. 5, Max Shing. 6, Max Edge. 7, Liam Whitaker. 8, Ryan McCarrison. 9, Seth Beard. 10, Heath Dixon, who's the captain. And 11, Preston Leaf. For Northern A, we have Rory Smith-Rice at number 2. Number 3, Campbell McAllen-Smith. Number 4, Hadley Jordan. Number 5, Logan Ross. Number 6, Fraser Walker. Number 7, Luke Marshall. Number 7, Daniel Glennie. Number 9, Finn Christian. Number 10, Jack Tyler. Number 11, Finlay Josic. And number 12, Josh Dale. And we're underway. Nice strike. Although Central, the B team, have got the Northern A turned around. Playing over near Northern A's sub-bench. Just gone into the corner. Central B will want to get it out of there across the middle. Northern A will be trying to stop them from coming across. And referee's stoppage. Against the Central B. Push back 3 metres. Good swim around the outside from Northern A. Big swim. So after all that pressure from Central B, Northern A, strong swim and score the goal. Finn?
Number 9, Finn Christensen.
Number 9 scored the goal. Finn Christensen.
Do a couple of words. Hey team, you're joined here by Sam.
Cool. Cool.
Oh well, sorry folks for the technical difficulties. I think we'll blame Warwick for that one. We're back underway. The score is 4-0 to Black. We just missed a goal from Josh Dale. Before that was Daniel Glennie, and before that I cannot remember. Looks like a pretty back and forth game with just a couple of breakaways from Northern that have resulted in goals. Currently playing on the far sides. Nice turn and tackle off the player and doing a nice little dummy through that Northern forward. And big swing from Jack Tyler up the middle and links up with the forward, and I think that looks like Campbell McCullen Smith with the goal. We'll just get confirmation of that. Goal, and yes, we got number 3, which is Campbell, who is one of the captains of the team. Now, Campbell is well known and well regarded for his very, very fast movements, and using one of the skills in his toolkit very, very often. But he does that very well, which clearly resulted in that goal. Big flick through the middle, just piercing through the double line of forwards there. Daniel Glennie on the puck doing a nice left-hand dummy and a couple of underbody skills. Can he reach the puck? We've got Hadley Jordan making a big swim. You can easily tell him in the water because of the arm sleeve. Links up with his forward. That looks like Rory Smith-Rice. Rory all nicely done, just tackled by that central player, and Daniel Glennie streaming through and punching it back up to Rory. We're heading towards the goal now, and boom, that looks like it's in, and I think that is number 12, which would be Josh Dale. Looks like Jackson Godfrey, the coach of the Northern team, is frantically calling a timeout. I'm not sure if something's gone wrong or if he's just eager to let his boys have a rest. Usually what a coach can do in this instance is wait for the players to get back to the wall, and just before they touch it, signaling to the chief ref to call a timeout. So I think Jackson probably could have saved about 10 to 20 seconds by holding off on that. But you can just see in the view below, Coach Mitchell Thomas Beck talking to his Central boys, giving them a little bit of a G up. Cool. I can just hear Mitchell talking to his boys about his team's body position, getting nice and flat on the bottom instead of sitting quite high. So we'll see if the central players can put that into effect this game. And we can just see the backside of him now. Hopefully he can move out of the way of the camera. Nice dummy there by Finn Josephic and swimming right over to the wall. We've got Luke Marshall, the young buck, passing it off to Daniel Glennie to do a nice little flick up to Campbell. Daniel Glennie doing a nice flick out to his wing, but he's just getting penalised there. I think that was Finn Christensen who didn't quite hear the bell and continued playing. Luckily he got brought back. We're off and away. Nice hit by the Northern forward there, Campbell, on the far side of the pool currently. You can just see Jack doing a nice turn and drive off the pool. Can he link up with a forward or a wing? Links up with the wing, Luke Marshall, who's powering through the middle. Does a nice little turn and nice offload to Glennie. Looks like there was a bit of trouble in there. And Luke Marshall for an illegal slap down. Oh, well, I thought the puck was on the floor the whole time, but anyway, it's not like the Marshalls to do anything illegal. And nice little hit there and turn from Luke. Just beaten there on the wall. Out of view currently, but we can see the legs kicking to the central players. Looks like it's currently right underneath the camera. We can see Finn Josephic there and the central number 6. And nice flick off the wall by Hadley out to Finn Christensen, and we got a barging call, which was Player's been given a warning as well. I think that is Campbell McCullen Smith. With a minute left on the clock here, I think Northern will be trying to get one last goal in. Finishing the half off with 7 is always an added bonus, and finishing the half off with 6. We've got an advantage call by one of the referees. We've got, that looked like a bit of barging there from Campbell, but the referees didn't see it. Some nice skills from him tearing up through the middle. Looks like the Northern players have brought it off the wall. I think that was Glennie out to Finn Christensen, linking up with the forward. I think that was Josh Dow, number 12, with the goal. Nice little set play there. Drive from Daniel Glennie out to the wing, from the wing back up to the forward, and Josh Dow executing it nicely in the goal bin. Jackson's calling for everyone to hustle back with 15 seconds left. I think that's a brave call. See what happens. Looks like the referees aren't eager to start the game, which is fair enough because there's 5 seconds on the clock. And they're still taking the strike. Let's see if they can score in. Oh, and they didn't touch the puck. Oh, and just in that screen now, we can see the captain of the Central team with an extremely bloody nose. I think he'll be taking a well-deserved rest to try and get that cleaned up so he can enter back into the water at the end of the half. So I can overhear currently Jackson Godfrey's game plan. He's talking a bit about trying to keep it off those walls, purely because he says we keep drawing some fouls on there. So easiest way to stop fouling is to keep it in the middle where it's nice and open, a lot more space. Just seen the Central player that's out of the water, blocking the nose. He's stuck a couple of pieces of tissue up there to hopefully stop it. His front is absolutely covered in blood as well. I think he needs a bit of a wash before he gets back into the water. We can just hear in view of the camera that is Fraser Walker, who is having a rest this game, joined by the captain of the Northern B team, Leo Abbott, who's wearing white. Just witnessed a bit on the side there. One of the Northern players giving his other players some encouragement by tapping a stick on his ear guard of his cap. Wonder if that's a tactic by maybe used to try and G them up or something. It looked interesting and didn't look pleasant, but hopefully the message got across. You can just see that central player that was out with the blood nose, just cleaning his body off with the pool water. Looks like he still has some hefty tissues up, which you maybe won't be able to see. Actually, I think you can see from the cameras. He's got some hefty tissues up his nose still. Looks like he'll be entering back into the water from the sub bench. You just see him out of view, lounging on the side there with his knee up. And off and away, Central play winning the strike, doing nice hits and some cool underbody skills by Rory Smith-Rice there to puck. We've got the right winger of Logan Ross there, just battling the winger of Central out of screen. To see a nice drive out from Jack Tyler, looking his way up through the water, trying to find some space. Finds that space, nicely intercepted there by Rory Smith-Rice and a tackle. A Central player just tackled his own player and went in the completely opposite direction. out of the view now, just in the blind spot. Looks like a wide switch from Northern, and nice there. Oh, nicely picked up by Rory, and that's a goal. Like a nice switch from Jack Tyler off the wall, linking up with Luke, who punches it straight over. Oh, we've got a... Never mind, sorry, apologies. I mistook the number 2 scoring the goal as a sin bin. Go, and we're off. And Finn Josephic winning the strike there, coming into contact with the central players. Looks like Hadley on the far side, swinging the puck wide and taking it over to the wall. Popping the puck underneath the central player, who was able to collect it and take it over to the wall. Alrighty, and we've got a call here. That's a player out for a minute. It looks like the goalie of Jack Tyler. So players out for 1 minute. I didn't quite catch the call. I think it was obstruction. And nice flick into the middle, intercepted by Campbell. Hadley on the far side, Glennie with the puck now going for a swim. Can he link up with the forwards? Can't quite see. It looks like Campbell, McClellan Smith's come back and joined in that centre spot for now. We can just see Daniel on the wall. And nice swim off by Daniel Glennie, and looks like out. And we've got another player out of the water. That looks like it is a white player for stick infringing. I'll just grab the number. So yeah, 1 minute, and we've got number six out for stick infringing. I think that looks like Max Edge from the Knights of McGinley and from Hibs. And sorry, apologies. Switching the camera over now. Nice flick up there by Luke Marshall to his forwards. Out to Daniel Glennie with a flick up. Can he link up with the forwards and intercept it? Oh, a bit of barging there. And into the goalman. Very heavy contact by some players there, but it looked like that was all legal. And number 3. Number 3 is Campbell McCullen Smith. I'm joined here by Logan Stevenson. You got a couple words, mate?
Yeah, this looks like a good game so far. Just Northern controlling the game well.
Cool. For reference, Jack Tyler's back into the water now. We're just waiting for the puck to be touched for Max Edge to get back into the water. And he is in. You can just see him entering the water now. Off he is on the far side. And it looks like the player's perfectly gone over to the sin bin area to meet him. It's back straight in the game. We got a call.
It's gloving against Northern A. They're getting pushed back now. Dougal with the call. Central A setting up here. See what they do with the advantage puck. 2 forwards look to be taking it, driving left. Nice little stick skill back in through the middle. Northern match with intensity.
Nice little moves there. I think it was a double dummy from Jack Tyler. Unluckily tackled. I guess that's the risk when you dummy is you stretch your arm all the way out and you risk getting a tackle. We can just see Daniel Glennie looking up with a forward, Rory Smith-Rice, and who was that? Logan Ross. Oh, Logan Ross has also got an armband. Sorry, apologies. Looks like Jack. Oh, and Jack. There's 3 of them with armband. I thought it was only Hadley. My bad. Looks like most of the back line with the arm sleeves. And that also a Central player. I did say before it's easier to tell Hadley because he's the only one wearing an arm sleeve, and now I've found 3 others in the space of 30 seconds.
Well, the arm sleeve is the fad fashion right now. A lot of these Northern boys don't actually have any padding in their arms. They're just a sleeve.
Just the sleeve, just for the look.
Yeah.
We can just see Glennie making some tackles here and going up through the middle. I'll switch camera view to see if we can find him. Here we can find him and tackle back, and it looks like we're going back and forth between the cameras. Jack Tyler with some nice underbody skills, just threading the needle through those 2 central forwards, linking up with what looks like Josh Dale on the far side. Can't quite find his right forward. Glennie with a big swim. Try and meet him in the other camera, and just Rory just finding the puck with some nice skills on the front of a stick. Central taking it out of view. We're currently in blind spots.
Gutsy defense there from Central. They're not really clearing it to the edges. They're just kind of going up straight up the middle.
I guess they're maybe they're back in the attack. Yeah, you don't really need to defend if you spend the whole time on attack.
Would you rather lose 9-0 or 9-1? You know, they're going for it.
That's a good point. Very good point. And look, here we go. Here's, speaking of going for it, unlucky with a call here. We've got a timeout.
Rest timeout.
And we've got a send out for
Number 6 White.
Number 6 White. Max Edge.
Max Edge.
Back to the bin. And we've got illegal subbing as well, given a warning, which
but the letter of the law is wrong. You can't get a warning for illegal subbing. Should be instant sin bin. Breaking against Northern. They must have gone early. So it's an equal puck.
equal. Playing a trumpet. Looks like a bit of confusion amongst the referees. We've just got Maya. Oh, sorry. Forgetting to do the cameras. We've got Maya out here and Dougal chatting with Michelle. Looks like Kathy's calling them over. The boss at work. Not quite sure what's going on here. Spectators looking very confused on the sideline as well. Logan, what do you reckon's happened?
I reckon refs just all wanting to call different things. Eventually, Kathy sorts them out, gets them in the right direction.
It looked like Dougal put his hands up as if it was a goal. It was so far away from the goal, it wasn't even funny. I think that might have been an accident. All right, let's see what we can do here with the third camera.
Attacking advantage puck here for Northern. Two forwards up on the advantage line with Daniel Glennie taking the puck. What can he do? A little check of the puck, flicks wide. Nice little poos in there and a cut inside. Two forwards pressing on the goal bin. No pressure release here. Central clear it out. Nice little shovel under there from Finn Christensen.
Yes, from Finn Christensen. Sorry, I was going to correct you, but then realised you were right. And looks like boom in the goal. I think that was Luke Marshall, but it looks like that's No goal. Stick infringement?
Stick infringement against Northern. That's a sigh of relief for Central B. They're going to get some puck and decide where they want to go with it.
It looked quite messy on the goal bin before it popped out, so I think that was just the Northern players just getting a little, what's the word I'm looking for, a little desperate to try and get the goal in. It's always good to end the game with 10 goals instead of 9.
Central choosing again not to go towards their sub bench on the other side of the... Oh, that's got to be close.
Oh, wow. Are they going to call that a goal? Looks like we've got one calling a timeout, we've got one calling a goal. To be honest, I think it looked like a goal.
I think it was close. I don't know if it meant to hit that black line or on the other. There's two black lines on each end of the goal bin. If it touches the back of the goal bin in between those lines, it's a goal. It was close, that's for sure. 3 refs discussing over there what's going on. I know one ref called goal, one ref doesn't know, and the other one was, I think, calling no goal. So.
Just as you said, Central need to start bringing it to this sub bench. They did, and probably from one of one of the least likely positions you'd seen straight across the goal bin.
Maybe not the right position. On this advantage puck, they're silly not to take it to their sub bench and get some fresh troops in.
Looks like no goal. Stick infringing. What was? Did you see the call?
Stick infringing against Northern.
The stick infringing against Northern. Advantage park. Look at the crystal clear quality of that middle camera. That's crazy. We can just see Daniel Glennie, the centre, choosing to go over to the wall to try and stop the play, realising quickly that that's not his job and getting off the wall. And just see the forwards. Oh, here we go. Glennie with a big swim. Isn't quite linking up with his forward, who just came up to breathe at the wrong time. Looks like we have a Finn Christensen looking right. Oh, it would have been a very nice swim.
What have we got here? It's against Northern again. A lot of fouls building up here. And Central B willing to work their way up the pool. Are they going to go the same direction again? Off right to that far wall? Yes, they are. We'll get... can we get camera 1 or 2?
We'll go camera 1.
Look at this. We're a little bit on the...
I'll go camera 2.
Camera 2 looks good. Camera 2 looks good. No,
Looks like we got the view of Mitchell Thomas Beck again, who's choosing to go right in front of the cameras. He's been doing it all game.
It's got to be some sort of warning for him.
Yeah.
Does have a rig on him, the man.
A bit of a better camera view here. Pretty cool. Which is against Northern. Got some flamboyant hand gestures from Catherine Davies on the side. Oh, it's against Central. My apologies. Bit of relief there for Northern.
Bit of relief. See him to get back down that end again. It's been a stale second half since I've arrived.
Yeah. All right. I'm passing over to Logan, who's going to finish up the game.
All right, here we are. Don't know my way on the controls quite yet. Let me see. All right, here we go. Pick and drive from Northern here. I think that's Jack Tyler on the far side going down. Nice little under body flick to continue to his other forward, Josh Dale. We'll go. Here is a call. Ref discussion in the corner. What are they talking about? Number 11, White, might be going to the bin. No, just a warning. Just a warning. Against White, number 11. They're going to have a defensive puck right on the goal bin. Sorry, guys, our camera is down. The camera's been knocked over. We can see some.
Camera 3 needs to be parked.
Camera 3 needs to be repaired. Camera 2 looks. This is all we've got so far. Coach in front of the camera 2. I'll speak to you verbally. Northern have just put it in the bin, and there is a goal to number 12. I think it's Josh Dale. Hopefully we can get some cameras back up and running. There they are, swimming back. All right, last 3 minutes of the game here. See what Pitching and Northern can put on. Here comes a big strike. Big charge here from Northern up the middle. All 5 on the bottom, pushing through. You can kind of see them pushing into that far corner with our camera still unoperational. Here we are. Seeing this in live time, repairs. But for the meantime, that's a call against Northern, and which is a sigh of relief for Central B. Okay, that we're back up and running with camera 3. Central B here moving out, and not in any hurry, and meets a wave of Northern players. Central B happy to be playing on that far wall, not in front of their sub bench. Just slow drives down that wall. Ref call here, barging against Northern, and it's a warning against number 7 Black, but a sin bin for number 11 White. but the call still remains for Central B. Central B players taking the puck here, bringing it over to this far side. Nice little intercept there from the Northern forward. It's in a little bit of a blind spot as we continue forward. Play currently right in front of the Central B sub bench. They can just keep filtering in players. Big driver across the pool here from Daniel Glenn. He cuts back in, tries to find his forward. Nice little turn to create space for him. It's Northern right on the edge of the goal bin. We're still in position. Nice little flick in there from the Northern forward. That was just great position from Northern in front of the goal bin. And when you have position for a long period of time in front of the goal bin, it's hard for the opposition to stop. The goal's been awarded to number 11 Black, which is Finn Josephic. .54 seconds left in this game. We'll see what these teams decide to do, whether they chill out, take it to the wall, or go for glory and another goal. Not a heap of numbers, but still pressure on. Northern shepherding Central back into their half. As we wrap up the last 20 seconds here, Northern still pushing on to try and get one more goal. Look at this big drive into the corner from this Northern wing. And they're sending people in, 8 seconds to go. And we've got a ref timeout. I think they're calling that time. So that concludes the game of Northern A versus Central B in the boys grade. Final score 11-0 to Northern A. Upcoming game, I'll find out for you. Next game we have Central Girls Northern B versus Girls Central B. We'll be back in 5 or 6 minutes to get you into that game.